good. It's like, what? Well, that's not too bad. We're actually finish this off fairly soon. I only got 4 more turns to go. This battle's a bit dull, to be honest. Not really getting any good vibe off of it, but it's good experience nonetheless. Excessive use of smoke, I think, would probably be the watch word here. I think I got away with, allowed myself to get away with a lot more shit than you might be possible in an actual play by email, because excessive use of smoke is kind of frowned upon, because it's an impenetrable wall, but it depends on what you do with it. I mean, like right now, I'm not putting up smoke in front of myself and then advancing through it. That's really not acceptable to most players. Okay, so let's enable the log and watch the replay. Okay, he came from nowhere. And he's lost. Shit. Okay, now we don't have much eyes up there. That was pretty short. But diddly. Like 2 teams lost. Well, I apologize for the banging in the the hammering in the background. I commented about it. It's my neighbor. The joys of living in a condo building where people can renovate everything. Yeah, well, so all it is well, no, my problem. It's not really the noise. It doesn't bother me. It's more of a distraction, and then I pay too much attention to it. It's not that it's like, it's kind of annoying, but not that bad. It's just I'm trying to do something else, and it kind of shifts my thinking a bit. All right, so let's just check for suppression of information leaders and oops, damn it. It was here. It was that one here. Suppression 4. Oh, we can live with that. No suppression, but you can't see anything either. I'll have to look around with them to see if that makes a difference. Well, what I wish they would do is just pick a Saturday and just say, okay, well, we're gonna finish this wall that's attached to this unit, on this side, whatever they're doing. Just get it done, then just do on a Saturday, just hammer away during the daytime, right? Getting up at 7 o'clock already, so it's kind of not a good time to be doing that kind of stuff in a building that's almost entirely made out of wood. I'm sure pretty much every owner in the building every unit in the building is hearing that. Right. You see what I mean by distraction? Try not to pay attention to it. And easier said than done. Let's see. Okay, well, we're getting there. That was kind of I don't know, that was a surprise. Didn't really expect that to come out of that direction. Not too bad, actually. I mean, considering he got some casualties without risking the tank, so... and that's why I play these solo games, because I can try stuff out, and the results, I have a better sense of whether they might work or not. Again, against an experienced opponent play by email, almost nothing works, it seems. Okay, so let's check everybody. Or maybe it's just that that's my impression of it. He's making it, it actually does work a little bit, but he's finessing it so that it looks okay. know what I mean? Um, just doing the right things to make it not as negate the consequences of it from his point of view. But either way, I mean, it's difficult to tell what's being effective or not. So we have some more firepower on this side. They're only engineers though, so I'm not really sure that's what we want. And one possibility is to put the engineers up front maybe and have them just deploy mines on the hill. So if anybody advances over it, they get hit with the mines instead. I don't know. Engineers are a tricky thing I'm finding that they're not as effective as infantry. I mean, they really should be using them in their engineering capacity, not really as infantry, but they're cheap infantry. So that's why I'm using them here. 1,000 points does not go very far in the enhanced mud, unfortunately. So you have to find all kinds of ways to get more units. And for an inexperienced player, that is that is what it's all about. As far at this stage, you just try to get more units with what the points you have. I think that's why I've decided it's best to stay at 1,000 points for as long as possible, just to get the hang of that. I mean, there must be some ways to do it, and I need to be able to see what my opponent does with it, because and we'll swap around and give him the Germans. But Germans are the hardest one, I think. They're quite costly relative to the other nations, so it's quite a bit more difficult to get a balanced force at such a low point value. Okay, so he needs to be rallied. And alright, so nothing there. I think he's out of ammo. Smoke, he's got 9 HE left. Wow, okay. I don't know what to do with these guys. Do I push forward or do I actually... Ah, you know what? I think I'm gonna actually just have them lay mines here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Pull them back and have them lay mines on, like, in front of the slope. Yeah, because obviously they are now exceeded their capacity to take on a German squad all by itself, a German platoon all by themselves. They need help to do that. All right. Okay. Still immobilized. No suppression though. Wait. Seen. Right. Let's have a look around. Yeah, he's not going to see anything there. Somehow we can still see that. I don't know how. Whoops. Damn it. is it possible we can see that? Okay, that's a mystery. We'll have to... Hopefully one of these units will reveal why we can see that. Scout first, not him. Not him. Not him. Okay. So there's a gap in the smoke there. Which means that I can't really move anything. Well, eventually the smoke will clear and these guys will be exposed anyway, but by that point I want to have them in better cover. So they're not actually... that way the smoke doesn't matter. But still, at this range, it could be difficult. The game really encourages close-range fighting, which makes sense for a World War II game. Not really sure how there's mods available for Steel Panzer Bullet War for modern battles. I'm not really sure how they manage the ranges. I guess they would have to design the weapon data so that it would make sense. Don't think he can see anything. Okay, we have so much smoke and nobody can see anything. Wow. Okay. I think we've reached excessive smoke status here. Now, I mean, it does help both sides. I think the smoke is a completely neutral thing. One side deploys it for their own benefit, but the other side could take advantage of it as well if they can see an opportunity, right? I mean, it's not something that has German smoke written on it. Does not apply to British. British may not use this smoke, so it's a completely neutral. It's part of the map. It's like putting trees down. You know, it's like having ability to put trees down on the map, because they behave exactly like trees. Well, okay, except for the fact that it dissipates. Behaves exactly like trees. It behaves like any other obstacle in the game, where you can only see one. You can see one hex into it if your visibility is high enough. If your ability is very, very high, you might be able to see past that. Like you may actually be able to see 1x past that if it's above 25. At 25, you can see into the first smoke hex. If there's 2 smoke hexes, you won't be able to see the second one. But at say visibility 45, you'd be able to see that and then into that hex as well, which I like, because smoke isn't something that is impenetrable. No matter how thick it is, there's always going to be gaps in it, right? No matter how much smoke you put down, there's always going to be a way to spot things through it, or there should be. So I don't really like the way smoke works in the game, and really all that red smoke that gets put up when units retreat, that is way worse than anything the players do, I think. So really, if smoke is a problem for you in the game, it's best to play at a higher visibility. However, most scenarios is not designed to be played at higher visibility though, so that's a difficult thing to change. Players have gotten used to playing at low visibility though, and then they have to put up with the fact that the smoke turns into armor. Okay, so we are getting to the front end here, where we should be seeing stuff, but we can't. Nope. Oh, well, we can. Why? Where? Who? What is this that we can see? Oh, way down here. What the hell? Okay. That's surprising, but possibly useful. I guess. What are the Germans up to there? Now, this guy might see stuff. He's not seeing anything, so I'm gonna have to advance him again. That's probably gonna result in a scout being lost. But we may not need to. British must have put the smoke up for a reason, so figuring out what they're going to do might just be a matter of waiting. We have, I mean, I can't really defend these very well from this position though. And that's the problem. Now, there's no tanks in sight here. Well, we saw the tank here, and again, can we tell? The 38T fired with its bow-mounted machine gun again. Okay, so that's a pretty... That's 2 turns in a row did not use its main gun. Or its coaxial machine gun, which actually is the more normal thing for it to use, so... I'm concluding it doesn't have a main gun anymore. Or it's running low on ammo. It's running low on ammo in it. That's the other... Oh, well, that is the other possibility. Can't really draw a conclusion from that. We are playing with reduced ammo, so it's possible that ammo was very low, and so HE is running out, which doesn't mean that armor piercing is running out. It is avoiding my ring carrier anti-tank unit though, so well, nah, it's not conclusive yet. I would have to risk an armored unit to test that theory, because that would be the only way. Fortunately, I don't have anything else on that side that can be considered disposable. I mean, the brain carrier anti-tank unit is not disposable because there's an anti-tank gun. Well, not a as a anti-tank rifle on it. It's not really an anti-tank gun. Okay, so more looking around is needed. That smoke was very effective. I have no idea where they are on that side of the map. They're still moving very cautiously. Well, I was not sure how we can tempt the tank forward. I mean, if it doesn't have an anti-tank gun, then yeah, there's no way I'm gonna tempt it forward, right? I have to leave that someplace. If I leave that someplace in the open and that never ever fires at it after a couple of turns, then maybe we could draw a conclusion. But that's risky because if I'm wrong, then I lose it. And that's not really nice, so not very good at this point. These guys should not be able to see anything. We don't have any scouts in this area at all. This question is it'll take them time to lay mines though, that's the problem. They won't be able to do it right away. so what we're gonna try it. This mine's in front of unit. Make sure he's facing the right direction. And he actually is in cover already. Now this will take them a while, unfortunately. They do not do this very quickly. Yeah. Okay, well, this is possibly why these guys have not done very well here. Experience 51, experience 61, that's... neither of those are stellar. Well, I'm gonna have him place mines in front. I'm not sure if he needs to have weapons on for that. We'll test it. Yeah, we'll see if it works. Do it that way. We'll see how quickly that goes. I don't... if the Germans are moving forward, then this is not going to work, obviously, because they will not give us that chance. So, I think if I can rally him, he should actually move back. Yeah, to avoid getting shot at by the... what's the name again? Alright, I missed that rally. He was supposed to be rallied during the suppression check anyway. Right, so we're gonna move some stuff here. Move the scout forward. Okay, so, and we'll move him behind him like that. Okay, so put him here, just to get him out of a possible threat from the tank. Yeah, if the tank moves further forward, okay, we don't have any line of sight there because the smoke is blocking. Okay, so, unfortunately, we don't have... can I risk moving that over here? Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to do that at some point because I've had to be sure that I had to confirm the suspicion that that tank is not fully functional anymore. Okay, well, we see a lot of these guys, which actually is good targets, and we know tanks in sight. They're moving really fast. 3%, 3%. Well, he's probably still get some kills in there, though. Yeah, okay, something to consider. Okay, so recon's moved. In the center. We're gonna move him this way. And that's good. Okay, so hopefully they haven't spotted me this time. Question is, does that bring that into line of sight of... yes, it does. We shall fire at that for sure. Definitely, no doubt about it. Okay, so that tank can fire at that. This recon about... he's still immobilized. I don't think he's gonna get repaired. Right. Right, so what are we gonna do with them? Because they're not really gonna do much good there. There's no tanks up here on this side of the map, so they could just move forward. Although there is a heavy machine gun around somewhere, which I'd like to get a line of sight on, and that's why I've been moving these guys. Um, yeah, one possibility is actually load them onto the Brin carrier and have that move out. Um, no. No, we won't do that. There's so much smoke up here, I don't see... Well, they may still be in line of sight of somebody. If they are, they're not obvious where they are. Okay, and then these recon. Okay, so we know where they are. Oops. Okay, we can see them from there. I'm not sure how that helps us, or if it even helps us at all. We could actually see the side of the hill, but there's nothing in sight. Ah, okay. We just need to look around a bit more. Shoots in there. You can see... You cannot see that. Why? The mysteries of line of sight in the game. You would think he would be able to see that. No idea why he can't. No idea why he can't see that. Anyway, that's how it is. Do I leave him there? He's seen by two enemies. Okay, so, I'm gonna move these forward or what? What am I gonna do here? Trying to get infantry into some hexes with rocks, so gives them better cover and gets them really close to the enemy. So we could actually do something about it when the smoke dissipates a bit. However, it also might allow them to fire this way. Yes, that's actually helpful. Now, if I do that this turn, then it gives away the fact that there's units moving around here. Another chance of hitting. 29%. Well, he's out in the open. It's just way too good an opportunity to pass up. You might actually consider taking taking a shot with each one. That might not give his position away. Yes, the question is, do I leave him there? The scouts are moving. They're moving. Okay. They've moved forward. So in that case, we don't want to stay there. And in that case, we don't want to. But he's got nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to go. He's got nowhere to go. So I'm actually thinking I'm going to move this infantry forward. I'm going to leave him there. He's got to deal with it by himself. He can't. I don't allow. Normally, don't use any reconnaissance units for combat. I turn their weapons off and set their range very low. Well, to zero actually, to nothing, so that they never opportunity fire. They avoid giving their positions away. It seems to work most of the time. Most of the time. Now, in the two-player battle, I took a chance and actually used a reconnaissance unit to actually assault the brain carrier, because why not? Just to see what happens. And I got lucky. It worked. So I might be tempted to try it again next time. If it fails the first time, then I'll keep trying it until it pretty obvious it doesn't work. If it fails in the first attempt, when I try something, and then I generally get a bit more reluctant to try it. If it succeeds in the first attempt, if it fails in the second attempt, well, that's 50-50, so now you might be more tempted to try it again, right? That's pretty much how my mind works, so just advice for people who might end up playing against me in play-by-email games or any other type of multiplayer thing. Yeah, I don't know. Probably we may be able to get this unit around them. Yeah, see, if we push position it here, I don't think. No, they're behind the hill. They were behind the hill. You have to move all the way around. And there's other units over here. I think I moved all the scouts, actually. So we might as well, the leg scouts, we might as well move this one forward again. Wow. He's not seeing anything. Put him here. We may actually move him further out. Now, these recon armor. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's tempting to just move them forward. Around the smoke. I mean, that's the big advantage they have, is that the smoke's not going to stop them. So maybe just move them all the way down to the side. There's no tanks, there's no enemy tanks in sight, so that may tempt them out as well. Well, the remaining tank, we can might conclusively prove that its main gun is out. Still looking for that. The smoking gun? Well, if the gun is out, you won't find the smoking gun. Well, or maybe a wreck of one, a ruin of one, I guess. Looking for the smoking gun. I don't know. I come up with this stuff. Alright, so I think we're on our way here. I'm gonna leave it there for now, because I just can't really see what else I can do. Okay, so move some infantry. And put him here. So if the scouts are moving up, they will get a nasty surprise. And we will not fire at that. We'll not give our position away. Okay, so I need to move him up because otherwise there'll be line of sight issues here. Yeah, let's put him in here. It keeps, they're all in visual contact. They're a little close together, but that's okay for now. I don't know. I mean, what I'm doing, it's borderline gamey. My sense is it's borderline gamey. So if somebody gets an idea of whether this is, since this is a solo game, giving me advice is more acceptable than in a play by email. It's one reason. Another reason I started this solo game is because it's much more acceptable to more people, I think, that to make suggestions. Because I mean, you know, if somebody makes suggestions to play a game, that's kind of not fair to the other player because they don't get suggestions. Now, however, I mean, in my case, the difference in experience level is huge enough that the chances of my being able to implement your advice is pretty slim anyway. Right, so I think I want to do is move these guys across the hill. What enemy scene? Probably all the way on the other side of the map. Now this is the main reason why people don't like using high visibility, because you get this line of sights all the way across the map, which are completely pointless. I got one fly buzzing around in front of my face. Tiny little thing. Let's see. I actually want to get these into a better position, so we won't give ourselves away as to what we're trying to do here. However, the heavy machine guns are probably better at moving forward. I don't know about... I mean, they have good cover. So actually, you may just use this opportunity to move them along the hill. We'll do it cautiously so that it doesn't give us away too quickly. And it's not going to last forever. However, it may be thick enough that it probably will only clear by turn 14 or so, maybe. To be able to fire through it again. Yeah, I think he'll move forward. We'll leave it for now. I don't think there's any point. The tank definitely has a target. And he has targets, so we should actually just fire at those, I think. Rearrange this a bit. Unfortunately, I think they're going to have to give up some good positions here. Yeah, so I think we're probably going to put this one here. 2 casualties. We'll put him in the better cover. Can you see from there? Not much. Let's just do this. Let's just do the smoke. Okay, we'll swap them around. Not sure if is that worthwhile. It's actually less line of sight down here. This has better line of sight. So yeah, we want the heavy machine gun up there. there. You can see one enemy. Where? Okay, across the map. I'll put him there. We'll move him back. Actually, well, first we'll fire with this one, and then move him back behind the smoke. Or leave him, I don't know. We'll see. Thing is, if nothing fires at him now when he does this, then I'll leave him. Okay, so no opportunity fire from any enemy units. So there's no armor that I haven't spotted that can fire back. So we'll just stay in that position. Alright. I was fired at from this position here, so that tank position is not helpful for this unit. So we're better off, actually, now that he's there, we're better off moving him, but wait. Okay, so if I do that, he's gonna have to move. Yeah, actually what we'll do is move him here since we're getting an opportunity to rearrange our lines here. What the? Oh, I forgot. Okay, well, I made a mistake. Right, because I fired at him, which reset his range, and now I've put him in a bad position. Will he rally? Yes, he will. Okay, does he have anything left? Because he might have a better shot now. Nope, 9 hexes. Well, anyway, that's not terrible. He's rallied. He didn't take any more casualties. Yeah, okay, so... but it does put him out of visual contact with his CO, so... probably need to move him forward. Let's move him forward. He's got really good cover though, but... need him up front. Now, let's see, that is... okay, I'm still in contact with that. Okay, we spotted some more units here. It's not bad, but not great either. Anybody else can see him? No. Question is, well, they didn't see me. Well, no, they didn't opportunity fire. Correction, they didn't opportunity fire, so we may get away with that. All right. Okay. so I think that's the last thing I can do. Well, we'll fire. And the tank's prolifter should move just in case. Could get a kill here. Nope. He's pinned, so he's going to run away again. There's no point in firing anymore. And you can't see that from that position. Well, that's a bit annoying. My idea was to move him forward cautiously. No, we still can't see anything. He's got good cover there, so we'll try and take advantage of that. Smoke is still pretty thick here, so no point in moving this vehicle up on that side. Okay, I think I got enough armor on this side, so let's move. And engineers need to move forward here. I think there's enough smoke around that the chances of them being seen are actually pretty low. Well, except for here, we shall go back this way. I know these units up there I can see. So we've got engineers moving up there. Scouts will be out of this position shortly. Hit the top of the hill from that position. It's not bad. Okay. Some support for them on that side, because this rifle platoon is quite weak. It's lost a platoon leader, so the next section is taken over as platoon leader, and he's not really doing that good a job. He's only a sergeant, and the remaining rifle section is out of it. He's too weak to really be useful. And using him now unnecessarily will probably result in him being destroyed, and that's 21 points you just threw away. So, gotta play the points angle. Okay, so we're gonna position these on this side, see what we can do with them from there, and I think that is it. It's a bit annoying that I was spotted by the LMG team, not something more useful. Because I need... The LMG team would be very effective, but He's probably going to get shot at, and he just moved, so I need to provide some covering fire. This one will provide covering fire from the infantry. If any infantry move up and try to fire at the Bren carrier. And the Bren carrier will provide covering fire if the tank decides to move up. Try and take him out again. These guys are laying mines. Not moving up to take better positions. Still being cautious though, because I just don't know what the Germans are up to here. They're still moving around. They're not sitting still. But that's just one squad, so can't tell what's going on there. Lucky team. Do I need anything else here? No. I've got the infantry into better positions. We'll see what develops out of that. Right, do I need to... am I calling in artillery or anything? Not a... He's actually not moving, so that's not a bad target. What do we got left here? Actually, we're in pretty good shape here. Artillery. Yeah. Oh, it's so nice having that. not having a artillery screen that just works. I'm gonna use this one. I think. No, that's not it. Oops. Yeah, that's it. Well, that will show I've spotted him, which is a giveaway, but it's at the end of the next turn, so it may have moved by then. Not sure why it's left out in the open. Anything else that we can hit here? Let's look at this side of the map. They're moving. They are moving. So, not worth it. Don't know where they're going. He was moving. He's probably retreating now, so not worth it. Don't know where he's going. And these guys are moving like a bat out of like a bat out of hell. Yeah, I think that's an appropriate reference for motorcycle units. All right, so I think that's it. Check ranges and we're done. Another quiet turn. Wish we had some of those in the in the two-plague battles. But like the experienced players are pretty relentless. They never take up a defensive position or hold back or anything like that. Not sure why that is. They keep pushing and they keep attacking and keep attacking. I don't know. I mean, I prefer to get the other player to. I'm okay with the other player attacking though, because that just gives me. I find that to be a slight advantage. To be defending it periodically. When I'm constantly having to move forward and attack, the units get a bit worn out. Gotta really rest them once occasionally for a turn, so that they maybe reduce their eliminate their combat friction. Now that takes 2 turns though, so it might not be possible to actually sit around and do nothing for 2 turns. Okay, so he has a range of 6, and he should be 0. And 4. Don't think you can see anything from there yet. Smoke hasn't cleared enough. And we leave it at 4 for now. Yeah, well, this mortar is the next mortar. He's only got 2 short-range rifles left. His mortar's been has malfunctioned and was, yeah. I guess malfunction is the in-game term for it. Never saw the message for it though, but I guess that happens when you're firing them indirect, and the malfunction occurs during that. I'm guessing it doesn't put it up. If it does, I never saw it. Completely missed it. We'll leave these at 3. This can stay at 0. This will, yeah, definitely have to go back to 0. Leave that at 0. Put that at 4. Put that at 4. Now, this is not actually very useful for the heavy machine guns. This is too close range for them. I don't know where I can put them though. It might be better if I'm moving them across the hill. Maybe? I don't know. I'll see what develops next turn. I made a few moves and see what Germans do. Maybe might for counters whatever they do, or maybe come up with something ourselves. On this side of the map, so to speak. Range 3, range 8. He's got 4 enemies in sight. I'm not sure if that will opportunity fire at them if it fires at him, so... well, we'll see. That's all I can do. That's a lot of units pointing at him, though. I'm gonna shorten the range down to 3, though. So we can get away with that. Range 3. That is 5 hexes, so we'll leave that at 5 just in case. Actually, what we'll do, shorten that down to 4. Yep, 4 is fine. 1, 2. Yeah. This is not in a good position. They're too far to the front. I've actually moved them all the way to the back slope of this hill. There's some line of sight from it, but maybe not ideal. I certainly can't see all the way across to the orchard from all of those hexes. Range 9. Well, we're just at the 6. Yeah, okay, we'll go with 6. Just at the 6. 6. Okay, we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave it at 9. Actually, we're gonna increase it to 10 just in case. Might get some opportunity shots. Might attempt to tank out and see what happens. I might regret that, but what else can you do? go with that. Alright, now there's one I'm actually want to correct up here. Let's try a long range shot here and see what happens. If there's any movement over here, maybe we'll get some opportunity shots. I don't know. Don't know. Well, we'll give it a try. Okay, end of turn. Yeah, no artillery. That's kind of odd. Well, we lost sight of so many